Hello everyone, welcome to the Create Unity Help Your Community virtual group. My name is Stephanie and I am an occupational therapy student at Kean University. If you are watching this, it is because you are interested in volunteering. As you go through the video, there are features on YouTube that you can use to enhance your learning experience. As you follow the video, you can pause it, and there is also a feature under Settings called Playback Speed. Here, you see Normal, and any option above it is used to slow down the video. Any option below it is used to speed it up. You can always adjust the speed of the video through this. And if at any time you don't understand something, you can pause the video, rewind it, or slow it down. The purpose of this virtual group is to provide you with the resources you will need in order to go out into the community and volunteer. Throughout the next 5 sessions, my colleagues and I will be helping you find potential opportunities, access transportation, fill out volunteer applications, as well as build some communication skills in order to get you ready for the volunteer setting. In providing you with this information, it is our goal that you will eventually be able to volunteer independently in a setting of your own choosing. So let's begin. In this first session, we will be learning how to find potential volunteer opportunities based on your interests and the settings you would like to explore. The process of finding a volunteer opportunity can be a bit overwhelming, but hopefully through this presentation, you are able to feel more comfortable by the end of the session. Before we begin learning, let's play a game. The purpose of this game is to give you a glimpse of a couple of the many settings available and the different responsibilities that pertain to each one. This is to give you an idea of where you could see yourself based on your interests or the skills you would like to learn. As you can see, there are 4 volunteer settings to the left under the phrase, "What volunteer setting matches the correct description?" There is community, healthcare, clerical, and library. You will have 1 minute to guess which setting matches the descriptions on the right side of the screen. There will be a timer at the top left corner of the screen and a song to go with it to let you know how long you have left. Feel free to pause the video if you need more time. Ready, set, go. Time's up. Now let's go over the answers. Starting from the top left, A is library. If you like a more quiet and structured environment, a library may be the setting you are looking for. You can be behind the desk, helping enter new books within the library system, as well as new member information. You will most likely learn where different genres of books are located throughout the library. As you can see, this volunteering site would require organization skills and the ability to remember where books are located. B is healthcare. When assisting hospital employees, you may have the chance to give directions or escort the visitors who enter the hospital. You may be in charge of answering the telephone, you may be asked to restock the linens, or even transfer patients to help the facility run clean and smoothly. Volunteers have the unique opportunity to see the healthcare system from an inside perspective and make a meaningful contribution. C is for community. So as you can see, there is a wide variety of places to volunteer in the community. If you are looking to volunteer at a nonprofit organization, Habitat for Humanity helps families build and improve homes. At soup kitchens, you can help set up meals and clean up after or assist in food preparation. This would involve you constantly being in contact with others, talking, and having a lot of energy to give those you are helping the best experience possible. And lastly, D is clerical. You have many options to choose within this setting. If you enjoy working with children, you can spend time teaching and playing with them while their parents are enjoying service. If you like having short interactions with others, you can greet them or hand out snacks and drinks as they come into the building. If you are good with technology, you can help with social media or backstage with audio and visuals. It would also be a great way to meet others who share the same values and beliefs as you do. After looking at only 4 of many settings you could choose from, ask yourself, what are my interests? Are you someone who likes to constantly be moving around? Or do you like something more slow paced? Would you like to be in a louder or quieter environment? Are you more comfortable with talking to many people often or one person at a time? It is important to keep in mind your interests and what would make you feel more comfortable when deciding which volunteer setting is best fit for you. In today's activity, I will be going over a PowerPoint presentation that will help you navigate through the internet in order to find a volunteer position you will be excited about. So right now would be a great time to pause the video and open up your internet browser. This presentation will cover the following: a few questions to keep in mind before you begin searching, additional tips to know, one specific website I found the most useful, how to further search volunteer opportunities using Google, and at the end, you will have additional resources to look into. Before we get started, I would like for you to keep these questions in mind. Ask yourself, what setting do I want to volunteer at? The game activity you completed had a few settings you may want to explore. For example, when thinking about it further, you have figured out that you would like a more quiet and structured setting. So you might like to find a library as a volunteering site. Maybe you like structure, but you want to have a constant conversation with others around you. A food pantry requires you to organize while helping those around you, and it allows you to bond in the process. If you like animals, a pet shelter is somewhere you may consider. You also want to keep in mind where you currently live. It is important to know your town, your state, and zip code. I am going to be using a food pantry as an example and Kean University as my location. Another important factor to think about is the distance between where you are currently located and the location of the volunteer site. You need to be aware of the kind of transportation that will help you get to the volunteer site. Is it a car, bus, an Uber or Lyft, a taxi, or would a relative be willing to help you with transportation? The transportation you have will affect the time it will take for you to get from point A to point B. I have included a way that you can find out the approximate time it would take for you to get to your destination through Google Maps. On these slides, you can see there is an example using Google Maps with general directions highlighted in yellow on the bottom. And right here, you can notice the difference between choosing transportation with a car versus a bus. However, I do want to make sure you feel comfortable, so let's go over this example together and feel free to pause the video as you follow along. What you would do is go on your internet browser and type on the address bar the website www.googlemaps.com. You could also type in www.google.com/maps. You would then type in the address of the volunteer site. This is the food pantry I would like to go to. I would then click on directions. And at the top, where it says choose starting point, I would type my current location. You can be at home, for example, so you would type your home address. I typed Kean University. It should then bring you to this screen, and at the top, notice there are different symbols meaning different kinds of transportation. On the left, you can see I have clicked the car, while on the right is the option for a bus or a train to be my means of transportation. Notice the difference in time between getting to your volunteer destination in a car versus a bus. This is something to keep in mind as you search. Coming back to the presentation slide, there will be words or phrases like these that are important to look out for when you are on search engines like Google. When you click on the websites you can find the volunteer section of the website through these words or phrases too. Something else to keep in mind while on search engines is to avoid clicking on websites with ad labels. Most of the time, they will ask for donations, things of that nature, and these wouldn't benefit your goal of finding a volunteer opportunity. This is the website that I found most useful and the one we will be exploring. So you first want to go to www.jerseycares.org. And then at the top right-hand corner, there is an icon that says Login. You click on that and you go down where it says Not a Member, Register. And you click on that. What Jersey Cares asks you for is your basic information. This includes your name, your date of birth, your address, as well as the city or town you live in, your state, and zip code. It will also ask you for a phone number. You will then have to type in your email, then type it again underneath, as well as come up with a password that you'll be able to remember. And then you click Next. On the next page, there will be one more question for you to answer, and that is if you work at Robert Wood Medical Center. I'm clicking No. And then I'm going to go down and click Finish. Success! You are now ready to sign up for volunteer opportunities. Jersey Cares also provides an orientation video to their website. And you can watch it now, pause this video in order to watch that video. And if not, then you can just head on to the top, click on the Jersey Cares logo, and it will bring you back to the main page. Now, looking at Jersey Cares, you can see this blue box that says Find a Volunteer Opportunity. Here, you can fill in the town, state, and zip code on the location box. Considering how far you would be able to travel, you can click on the box that is labeled Any and choose from the selection of miles available. After you are done, you can click on the green box that says Search. And as you can see, there are many results you can choose from. On the left side of the screen, there are options such as When are you available? This section can help you refine your results according to when you are available to volunteer. You may be able to just do a few days a week. Maybe you're available in the morning and the afternoon only. This will help you narrow down your results. And then underneath, there is another box that says, What would you like to do? There are options as to what areas you would be interested in applying. Let us say you find an opportunity you are interested in. You can click on it and it will give you further information. With Jersey Cares, it is easy to apply. All you have to do is choose a date and the time you can serve and click Sign Up. Because it is simple to apply, it is important that you are sure you will commit to the opportunity. If you are not sure yet and you want to continue to look, you can do that too. Now let's just say you have tried Jersey Cares and after looking around, you weren't satisfied. You can always search on places like Google, and I picked Google because it is easy to use and it's very simple. So let's go back to my screen and I will show you. I'm going to use the food bank as an example for this. You can fill out wherever you would like to volunteer at. The first thing you want to type on the search box is the setting. I am typing food bank. Next, type volunteer opportunities. And last, your location including town, state, and zip code. Then you can click on Google Search or press Enter on your keyboard. I am going to look onto this website link that states CFBNJ. I'm going to click on it. It looks promising. I am now looking around for phrases or words that would indicate that I could possibly sign up to volunteer. And I found volunteer at the top. Hillside would be the closest location to Union, so I'm going to click on that. As you can see, there are not a lot of options for April, but maybe May has more. So I'm going to go up and click on next month. Aha! Right here, we can see that I have many opportunities to choose from depending on the date, time, and what I would be interested in doing. If I would want more information, I could click on the green lettering and it would open up and give me more information. It would also allow me to sign up. Some volunteer opportunities are easier to find than others because there are more of them, but overall it takes a bit of time and determination to find the one for you. These are some volunteering sites I found that you could potentially look into at home, including the food bank I found. Always keep in mind that some places may require a more thorough process than others to apply. And these are the websites that were used to make the presentation for this video, just in case you want to refer to these resources in the future. So let's recap what we went over in today's video. In this session, we played a game in the beginning in order to introduce you to the many volunteering opportunities there are, as well as their responsibility. You were presented some questions to ask yourself before beginning your search. You were also reminded to take transportation into consideration, and you were presented Google Maps as a resource. I gave you additional tips to use while you search on the internet. We then began exploring those possibilities through Jersey Cares and Google, and lastly, I gave you some places you can look into and consider. Now, even though this video focused on volunteer websites, you can take what you have learned in this video and apply it to other places in your life. We make decisions every day of our lives, from what we wear to what we eat. Finding a volunteer site involves a series of choices you would need to take into consideration before applying to a volunteer site, during the application process, and after you narrow down your choices. You can apply what you have learned today when making important decisions in your job pursuits or your education. Let us say you would like to find a job position in the future. Not only is volunteering a great way to build the skills you would need to qualify for a job opportunity, but what you have learned today can help you when you are ready to explore those opportunities. You would most likely want to work somewhere based on your interests. You are going to have to take into account the distance between your current location and your potential place of employment. You will need to know the type of transportation you would use to get to your job. Thinking about your availability would be another factor. It will take researching around the internet to find those potential places of work. These are all important things to consider when it also comes to making decisions towards college classes you might be interested in taking. I suggest that before you go on to the next video, you take some time to consider your interests and search for volunteering opportunities you would like to apply to. In the next video, my colleague Nicole will be showing you ways how to navigate through transportation and how to get to the locations you will be volunteering at. Volunteering is a wonderful way to be part of society. It expands your knowledge. You can meet new people and learn new skills that you might need in the future. It is a rewarding opportunity to be part of something because you simply want to be part of it. It was a pleasure to guide you along this session, and I just want to wish you the best of luck in your volunteering process. Good luck and take care. Bye.